Hey folks, Quill18 here, bringing you another third-party League of Legends commentary. This time it's going to be a 3-on-3 match on Twisted Treeline. We've got Cho'Gath, Eve, and Katarina versus Sivir, Mundo, and Soraka. Very interesting. I don't play a whole lot of Twisted Treeline, so it's going to be a lot of fun for me to watch this. Looks like the point of view is from Sivir. Now, I'm not quite sure about the opposing team here, their composition. Eve, I don't know, generally speaking, I've said it before, and every time I do, people tell me contrary in the comments, but Eve really is a fairly weak character at any mid ELO level and above. So we'll see how it goes. I quite like the composition of our friendly team here. Including a clairvoyance. Very powerful in this place. We've got a little bit of engagement there. Looks like Soraka picked her Starfall first. Sivir grabbed her Ricochet first rather than her Boomerang. A very interesting decision there. And Mundo, of course, had to go with the Cleaver, because what is a Mundo without a Cleaver? Cho'Gath is being kind of reckless here. He's going in. Eve was around. That's why he was going in. He is forced back, though, after being ignited and beat down a little bit. I don't think this is going to result in any kills at this point. They've retreated to the tower. There's no tower diving at level 1. There's not going to be a kill, I don't think. What's going to be interesting here is to see if the friendly team is going to go after the red buff once it spawns. Since they do have pretty good control over the bottom lane. The problem is if they engage the red buff, it's possible that the enemy team will come and counter that. We will definitely see here. They're talking about who's going to go top at this point. I don't know. I think at this point in any high-level play, the idea would be to grab the red buff for sure. Now, I didn't notice, and I should have paid attention to this, if anyone was packing Smite going into this. I'm very curious. So, Cho'Gath just went in the middle there. Excellent use of that Clairvoyance. It's very, very good. Looks like Sivir's the one with Clairvoyance. Such a nice choice in this map. If nothing else, it means you don't have to spend money on wards, really, and it gives you a lot of flexible vision. Very, very potent stuff. Well, they're in a little bit of trouble here. They're going to focus fire on Soraka, who's also exhausted and is going to have a hard time doing anything. Sivir kind of held back there. I'm not sure what was going on. Eve has apparently disappeared again, so I'm not entirely sure where she's going to go, but at this point they're not going to be able to pop back out. So I got to give big advantage to blue team at this point. They appear to be in much better control over the lane here. They have definitely, I think, are in a position to maybe get some more XP than the other lane. Yeah, they're already level 2 and Cho'Gath's still level 1. No idea where Eve is. The quality in this video is pretty bad, worse than the other one. So I really can't even read the minimap. It looks like Katarina and Mundo are duking it out top, so Eve is just completely MIA. It's a nice boomerang there, doing a lot of damage to a lot of minions. Of course, it's only rank 1, so it's not going to be killing anything. There he is, Eve again. She's still level 1. That's very interesting. Level 1, full hit points. Maybe she went back to base? Wow, but this is going to be a pretty one-sided battle, I think. I've got to call it already at this point. Twisted Treeline is not very gentle to you if you start falling behind. And this is going to be difficult for them to recover from. Nice boomerang there, hits both champions, including Cho'Gath, who's quite low. Of course, boomerang does lose the damage for every target that it hits, so it really just winged Cho'Gath, but it is a bad thing, and Cho'Gath's either forced to hug his tower or to go back at this point. I think Cho'Gath would be better off going back at that right now. Almost definitely. Because he's not going to be able to contribute anything, and arguably it might be a good idea to get Eve a little more XP. Okay, so Cho'Gath did go back. He's fully healed. Looked like he's level 3. Eve just hit level 3, and both friendly people, Soraka and Sivir, are level 3 with a bit of an XP advantage. Again, Cho's going through the middle. He was in the bushes. Excellent guess there by Sivir to throw her boomerang into the bush and ping him. And Mundo's decided to join them in the bottom, potentially for a gank. Now, he doesn't have a whole lot of health right now, and didn't really commit to that. I think that was a mistake, because I think it would have been worth going for. I don't think there was any way for them to really turn around and take out Mundo despite his health. However, what they're doing here is really good. It's going to be virtually impossible for the enemy team to counter this attack and claiming the red buff. The most they could possibly do if Evelyn had Smite is steal the red buff. Well, I suppose if anyone had Smite, but I think that Evelyn was the only one who's going to be able to get into position safely there. But it did not happen, so I believe Mundo took the red buff, and he and Katarina appear to be duking it out in the middle. I doubt anything... Whoa! Yeah, Mundo was pretty low. He was definitely very low, so I guess he that sucks, and he lost a red buff. Very, very bad situation. Katarina with first blood. It's a lot of bonus XP, a lot of bonus gold. I mean, any kill at this point is a lot of gold. Yeah, she's coming down here. She's level 6 because she's been soloing. So she's above level everyone and is going to have more gold and now has the red buff. She is very dangerous right now, especially if she's going to be able to go and buy an item. So Eve, I just noticed, is in the bottom lane as well. The question now is, has Katarina gone back to base to heal since she was only about half health and to buy an item? I'm going to guess that she has, because she doesn't appear to be part of this push here. They've got a pretty good going on Soraka right now. Might get her. Eve just barely gets away. Soraka is... gets taken out just before reaching the turret. The question is, are they going to be able to finish off Cho'Gath? Looks like there was a cleaver from Mundo there, but it just missed, and that is a freaking shame, because that is a really bad encounter for our side. They had a lot of opportunity, and this is terrible. Katarina's there. She used her ultimate. Shunpo is in. Almost certainly gets Mundo. The question is Sivir going to be able to get a kill at this point? They're both super low. One boomerang might have potentially done it, but it looks like she was never able to get it off there. It's possible that she didn't have enough mana. I didn't notice if she did. She's got enough now, but she just barely has enough. So she may not have been able to cast it while they were in range, and then they finally got out and into the safety of their tower. Cho'Gath's quite low here, and I guess Sivir is feeling like she's got to go back in case Evelyn is kicking around, but I don't think Evelyn has enough health right now. I'm sure Evelyn's gone back, so it would have been safe to put in some damage on Cho'Gath. Who knows? Now at this point, anything goes. This is a small map. Oh, Evelyn's just come back to that bottom tower. She's at full health. Don't know what's going on right now. So Sivir has followed the standard Sivir build, started off with the Meki Pendant, gone to the Chalice of Harmony, and picked up her Boots 1. That is exactly what I tend to do, unless for some reason I'm running with my wacky, like, lots and lots of mana regen runes, in which case I don't bother upgrading to a Chalice, but that's pretty unusual. So it's very standard build with Sivir is to get that Chalice. It looks like Soraka has got the AoE mana regen item, which I can't remember the name of right now. It's a damn shame. And also the Amplifying Tome and Boots 1. Mana Manipulator. That's the word I'm looking for. So I'm trying to think what the Mana Manipulator plus an Amplifying Tome can get built up into. And I'm not 100% sure. Mana Manipulator gets built into, what? Soul Shroud. Wow. Mundo's definitely going down here, I think. Unless he somehow makes it to the tower. Oh, he's so low. Yeah, they're going to tower dive him for sure. Maybe. Wow, terrible, terrible play. Like, Katarina, obviously the strongest player on their team. That was such terrible play by her teammates there. That was an easy, 100% guaranteed kill. And they turned back, and that shouldn't have happened. They should have all run in. Arguably, if someone got targeted by the tower, they may have wanted to turn around, but they never got the opportunity for that to happen. What a damn shame. Sivir's being pushed back here by Cho, who's got enough health that he is not at risk for anything that Sivir may do. And there's always a threat that Evelyn is still around. I suspect Katarina died. I suspect that Evelyn may have gone back at this point. Now, we've got a pretty good situation here pushing the bottom. Oh, Evelyn is there. Probably just went invisible. I suspect that she's... Oh, no, she's still there. Interesting. I was expecting her to have scouted, gotten in position for a gank. Nothing yet now. Sivir is at half health. Mundo's not terribly high either, although... What's that glow? Oh, he got healed by Soraka. Yeah, that heal is really going to be quite strong. And it's going to put a lot of pressure on the enemy team. This is a really good pushing configuration. Oh! Eve shows up, pulls a move on Sivir, but a nice heal there. I believe that was probably a wish from Soraka that went down. Mundo's going to tower dive here, and it's very curious. He is able to get Cho'Gath, so Cho'Gath is obviously very low, and that was his target. I suspect Mundo may die here, because Evelyn went back after him. Now, Evelyn was quite low. Oh, they're going to be able to dive him for sure. Come on. They've got Evelyn, yeah, between a rock and a hard place.